Hello everyone, welcome to the Raw Take. I'm your host Rob Reed. This is your review for the July 26th episode of Monday Night Raw. Let's get into it. This episode started with Nikki, A.S.H, which is still the dumbest name ever. I don't mind the almost a superhero character, but the name is stupid. She could still be Nikki Cross. I don't understand that. But even worse than that is this entire opening segment. First, Nikki comes out and does the exact same promo she's been doing since she started the character, about how she used to doubt herself, but every time she puts on her costume, she feels more confident. And, last week she was so confident she won Money in the Bank and was able to beat Charlotte. This brings out Charlotte, who does a "You People" promo about how she blames the fans for her loss last week, her losing the title last week. So even the most cliche promo for a heel ever, and of course they have to bring it out. This leads Rhea to come out to sound as robotic as they've made her sound since she's come back right before Mania. She doesn't act at all like she used to. I don't know what they're writing for her, but it's the worst promo material. I don't know what happened from her loss last year at WrestleMania. I don't know what happened, but every bit of her mystique just disappeared after that. And it's not been good. It's frustrating to watch the women's division. You have Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, and Nikki Cross, three of the best women's workers, who could easily make this good. They've shown it in their in-ring. Has been great. The matches have been good. The booking has been absolutely terrible. We'll get into that because tonight both Rhea and Charlotte say Nikki is just a side. The champion is just a side in their feud together. So they're both going to challenge Nikki at SummerSlam. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville come out. They make that official. And then Charlotte says she wants her shot at Nikki. So tonight, the newest gimmick for WWE, the championship contender match. We got like 3 of those tonight. Okay, 2 of those. One was a title match. So Charlotte is going to face Nikki in a championship contenders match. After this, we have a match that actually I really liked. This is Damian Priest taking on Sheamus in a championship contenders match. The dumbest thing about this is it's not even stating if this person beats. If it wasn't even clearly stated that if Damian Priest beats Sheamus, that he's gets a title shot. No, it's he's in contention to get a title shot. People, already seen people say that, well, when AEW did it, people were fine with it. Okay, AEW has done a championship eliminator twice, maybe 3 times. I'm thinking 3 times in the 2 years they've been around. One time the contenders won, and then they got a title match, and you know what happened? The champions won, and then that feud was over. There wasn't a million rematches. It's like WWE heard, well, they did this eliminator thing. Let's take that and just do that all the time, so that the champions can lose all the time. And then it doesn't matter because they won when it counted. So so this match, I really liked it. The Damian Priest Sheamus match, it was really good. Sheamus has been doing some of his best work. And this is just 2 really good wrestlers having a really good match. Damian Priest picks up the win. This was the one time I didn't mind Damian Priest, the champion, losing. One, Priest needed this. Damian Priest has needed this. He's ever since Mania, he's been in some really terrible storylines. Him being stuck in the endless storyline that was Bad Bunny versus Miz and Morrison. Because he was there, but nobody cared. But it wasn't treated like he was part of it. It was only Bad Bunny. He was just this. He was the wrestler buddy that helped out. Where it should have been, he was now upper echelon wrestler, main event level wrestler, or at least upper mid, which he is. I think he's getting there now, but he should have been there immediately. It shouldn't have taken 6 months to get there. Damian Priest wins. Short, simple. He gets a future title shot. This should be a really good match. I think he's the perfect person to put the U.S. title on. Good baby face. I see a lot of like Roman Reigns, like heel Roman Reigns, but as a baby face is how I kind of see Damian Priest. He's this cool dude who can kick ass, and I think it fits. I think it works for him. Next, we have a Raw Tag Team title match that is another rematch from Money in the Bank. This is AJ and Omos defending against the Viking Raiders. Again, good match. Really good match. I'm always happy to see these 2 teams in the ring. I would just rather them not wrestle each other 100 times. Good match. AJ wins. AJ at 44 years old is still doing springboard 450 splashes like he's still in his early 20s. I don't understand how he still does it, but he still does it. After this, Veer is out. Drew McIntyre has a match with Veer after last week where he beat up Shanky with a chair. They re-showed it, and the god awful camera work. I don't know why you can't just the camera still while he's beating on the guy instead of going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's the dumbest thing ever. But this is really, really quick. It's not even a match. It's just a fight. Tried to do a test of strength, and McIntyre hit him with a slam. Then Mahal comes out, distracts, and then Mahal ran into a Claymore. Easy. I think what is annoying with this is this entire storyline could easily is easy to tell. You have two former partners that were in a joke 3-man tag team. Got fired. Worked their way back. Became absolute monsters of humans. Both came back. Both won the WWE title. But instead, the story is Jinder Mahal is all of a sudden the American badass who rides a motorcycle. And Drew McIntyre has a sword, and that's your feud. It was because of a sword and a motorcycle. Not these two guys that have this years-long backstory that could be done really well to put them in a feud together. That could be built off of, I don't know, maybe Mahal is jealous because Drew has been in the title contention for years now. He hasn't been given a title shot in years. That could be a story. But no. It's a motorcycle and a sword. That's your story. After this, we get Doudrop and Eva Marie. Eva Marie gets absolutely zero. No reaction whatsoever when she comes out. Everybody talked about how, she's gonna be a huge, get all these boos, and then this is gonna lead to the big pop when Doudrop finally, she's not getting any reaction. No boos, no nothing. She gets nothing. And because of that, Doudrop gets no reaction. Where Piper Niven should be just putting on great matches like she did in NXT UK. But no, we have to saddle her with this albatross. They're going to have a tag team contenders match. So it was 3. A tag team contenders match against Natalya and Tamina. This is pretty quick because Lily, like halfway into this match, there's like a video pops up of Lily saying, basically redoing all the Eva Marie vignettes before her return. except they're calling it the Lily Lucian. Yeah. Not a fan of the Lily stuff anyway. But this led to a distraction. Tamina hits a super kick and gets the win. Apparently Natalya was hurt in part of this match. I'm hoping everything's all right there. Because it looked like she needed help getting to the back after the match. Okay. After this, we get Karrion Kross, after his loss last week to Jeff Hardy, has a match against Keith Lee. And Karrion Kross beats Keith Lee. The match was okay. Why did you put two people that seriously need wins in a match together? You know what you could do? Have Karrion Kross grab a geek, any of the 24/7 geeks, and beat the shit out of them. Choke them out. Then you have another match where Keith Lee takes one of the 24/7 geeks and tosses them around the ring. Instead of putting them both in a match together right now. How about if you want to have a match between Karrion Kross and Keith Lee, I'm fine with that. But frickin' build to it. Have them both be mowing through people. And then you put them in a match together. That would be great. But no. This is WWE. Where we take two guys that should be booked like monsters. And we just throw them together like any two other schmucks. Karrion Kross, it does, at least Keith Lee puts up a fight, but it's very short. Karrion Kross wins with the straitjacket submission. After this, we have actually what I thought was pretty good. Mason T-Bar take on Mansoor and Mustafa Ali. They've kind of made a new tag team. I've really enjoyed the stuff with Mansoor and Ali. I've liked this whole Ali trying to mentor Mansoor, but also kind of trying to pull him into the dark side. I like that. And I also like that Mansoor is remaining the babyface, the happy-go-lucky babyface through the whole thing. I thought that was really good. This match was short and simple. You have the two big giant guys fighting the two little guys. And they did, and what I did like, the commentary actually brought up the past with Retribution. Mason T-Bar still have issues with Ali. This match ended where Mace was, Mace or was it T-Bar? Yeah, it was Mace. Mace was grabbing Ali on the outside. Mansoor comes. He kind of kicks the arm away, but Ali falls outside. But this led to Mansoor got up on went for a springboard. Mace went to choke slam him, but Mansoor rolled him up for a pin. I thought that was a pretty neat little finish. And then Mansoor is like trying to hug Ali after the win, and Ali's like, I don't really like this tag team thing. I thought this was good. This is probably to me the best thing on the show. After this, we had the saddest moment to me. Bobby Lashley comes out, and he's going to give his answer to Goldberg, and he says, "I'm not even going to dignify Goldberg with an answer," which is almost a repeat of the same thing that Roman Reigns did with John Cena. So we're just doing the same storyline. But this then brings out Cedric Alexander, who challenges Lashley, and then Shelton Benjamin, who comes out and challenges Lashley. And here I'm thinking, oh, they're going to bring Goldberg out, and they're going to reform the Hurt Business, and they're going to beat up Goldberg. Nope. Straight up match. Bobby Lashley says, "I'll take both of you on at the same time." So it's a handicap match, and he completely demolishes both of them. I don't understand Vince's doubling down on just completely getting rid of the Hurt Business. That was the best thing all last year. Like, through the pandemic, like, through that whole second half of that year, that was the best thing on Raw. And then he was like, "Oh, get rid of it. Don't want it anymore." And there's no Goldberg. Goldberg doesn't come in this week. So that's it. After this, we have John Morrison takes on Riddle. Before this, you kind of see this like thing in the back where where Morrison and Miz are talking, and then AJ and Omos show up, and we need to have a little talk. And like Omos gets in front of the camera, so you can't hear what they're saying. Then we get to the match. Again, really good match. Morrison has been probably one of the best workers on Raw recently. Really good match. But another distraction finish. Almost broke Riddle's scooter. This led to Riddle getting distracted, and Morrison hit this really, really cool looking slam. Almost looked like he was going to do. He had him like in a cross, like a outsider's edge position, but then he went to spin him, and he spun him into like a side slam, and it was really cool looking. Then he hit the Starship Pain for the win. The slam looked better than the Starship Pain did, but I thought it was a pretty good match. I could really go with fewer distractions, but I'll take it here. I'm always going to have issues with distraction finishes, but here I'll give them a slight pass. The match was good, and it looks like they're getting ready for. I'm guessing that Randy Orton's going to be coming back soon, because it looks like they might be finally gearing towards that match between AJ and Omos and Riddle and Orton. Because after the match, AJ beats up Riddle, hits him with the Styles Clash. And after this, we have the title contender match between. Oh no, we have. But right before that, we have. Right after that, we have. R-Truth goes for the 24/7 title against Reginald. Reginald has this really cool looking entrance now, where he kind of uses the old Kalisto slash Sin Cara entrance, where he like uses the trampoline, and now and he kind of does like a flip into the ring. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Match was short and simple. I will perfectly take Reginald in this capacity. Put him with the 24/7 geeks. Have him be the kind of him and R-Truth be the focal point of the 24/7. I'm fine with that. Reginald picks up a win after he does like his cool little evading stuff. Then he hits a splash for the win. But after this, we get the championship contenders match with Nikki and Charlotte. The match was good. I will give them that. The match was actually pretty good. Nikki, at the end, Nikki goes for her crossbody, but Charlotte reverses it into a pin for the 1-2-3. Again, Charlotte wins, lol. But, okay, this is where it gets stupid. Charlotte gets on the mic and starts berating Nikki. Nikki grabs the microphone away and says, "No, I said I'm almost a superhero. And tonight I proved I almost beat you." Almost beat you. And I'm going to challenge you for a match next week. So we're going to have another rematch next week of the same match. Rematches are not a feud. I don't care how many you put on. It's not a feud. It's just a bunch of matches strung together. But even worse, this "I almost beat you" completely making Nikki look like a fucking idiot. There's a lot of people who have issues with the almost a superhero character. I don't know if it's necessarily for me, but I'm not mad at it. My issue is you take this character and then all of a sudden you're already starting stupid shit like this. "I almost beat you." So you're telling everybody you're a loser. You know you're a loser. That sucks. I understand underdog baby faces. There's a lot of underdog baby faces. You know what Daniel Bryan never did? Never said, "I almost beat you." can have the scrappy, almost a superhero Nikki Cross. You can have that character. And you don't have to have her lose all the time. Two of my favorite characters of all time are Little Spike Dudley and the Hurricane. Both of them, their entire careers were, I'm smaller than most guys, but I'm scrappy. And I find ways to win. And Daniel Bryan's the same. He was smaller than most wrestlers, but he's scrappy and he's really technically sound wrestler. And he uses that ability to find ways to beat wrestlers. They don't need to be this whole, I just need my confidence to beat you. No, they win on their wrestling ability. And Nikki Cross is a really good wrestler. So how about that be the motivation? So that was this episode of Raw. If you like this review, I apologize for my negativity, but I really have not liked Raw in a long time. It took a lot to watch this show. Like, I waited till today to watch it. It has been almost unwatchable. If I didn't make it a point where I wanted to make these videos, I probably wouldn't watch Raw. It took a lot to get me motivated to watch this episode, to do this video. It took a whole lot. But if you like this video, give me a like, follow me, or subscribe, comment down below. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Rob Reed. I will see you next time.